Wrestling fans, welcome here. I am Chris Roedell, the voice of Dynamo Pro Wrestling, and it is my pleasure to be invited into the house of the former Dynamo Pro heavyweight champion, Lights Out Adrian Surge. Adrian, thank you for allowing me into your house today. How are you doing?
I mean, I've been better. All things considered, though, I mean, it's kind of a whirlwind right now of things going on and emotions.
I guess first we could say congratulations on the birth of your baby.
Thank you.
What do you know now that you didn't know before being a father?
They cry a lot.
They cry a lot.
They cry a lot. He's super cute though. So,
and I guess the main thing. How's your arm? How are you feeling after the vicious and brutal attack at the hands of Makaze and the agents at Chaos?
I mean, well, you can still see I'm kind of still wearing the sling. Things is so far progressing pretty well. I'm hoping to fully get out of this thing and be cleared to compete hopefully soon. Got an appointment next week to kind of see where things are at, but kind of wearing this thing more as a precaution. I mean, at this point I can kind of take it off, and I've got a little weak motion, but it still kind of hurts a little bit. But I mean, I'm hoping to get back at it as soon as possible.
What were you thinking that night during that attack? I know you weren't expecting it because you were jumped at the dojo. So,
yeah.
What were you thinking?
I mean, I was just ready to train. There's some hungry kids that are wanting to learn, the art of pro wrestling, what we love, and was just there trying to help out, and just walked into the back. Done it a million times, and for him I mean, it was elaborate. You know what I mean? He clearly knew I was going to be there. He clearly had a trap set. I'm just blown away that any human being would go to that depth to attack somebody like that.
So let's go back. Let's go back a little bit, because this whole thing with you and Makaze has been building up for a long time. You met him. You considered him as kind of a mentor. You guys traveled a little bit together.
We did, yeah.
What makes you think he did this? Why do you think he's going down this path?
I mean, you can maybe ask his psychiatrist. I don't know. I mean, he legitimately was like a father figure to me. I mean, when I was kind of floundering, going nowhere, and I met him at a show, and it just kind of took off from there. I started traveling with him and picking his brain, and I started getting opportunities with him, and to learn from him and to travel with him. I gained so much knowledge and experience that this is where I'm at right now in my career is thanks to Makaze. And in April of last year, for him to betray me out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever in that ladder match for the D1 championship, I don't know.
And that's not the only thing he's basically screwed you out of. He screwed you out of the winning the second Ride on the River tournament, and you lost in the first round. Everyone had you picked to win. He held your leg down, and so you were eliminated from the tournament. Where do you think it did go wrong between you two? Was there something that happened between you two?
I don't know. All of a sudden, I mean, we all kind of saw it unfold before our eyes. He kind of went from that respectable veteran guy to just some devious. It's almost like he's transforming into that Makaze like personage that he is.
Kind of started when he won the title,
yeah,
in the method that he won the title with the fireball.
And he kind of stopped talking to me as much, but he's got to do what he's got to do. Believe me, I've done some underhanded things in my career too, so I can't take any of that away from him. But I don't know who that person is, and I kind of let it be, and out of respect for him and everything he's done for me, and just out of nowhere, he decides to insert himself into my career, and I'm still asking myself why.
And it's kind of personal now.
Kind of?
Kind of personal now. We saw that picture that you posted right after the birth, you in the sling not being able to hold. That brings it to a personal level.
I mean,
if you had anything to say right now to Makaze, what would you say?
I mean, he can't comprehend and understand what I'm going through. I know in his mind it was to send, a message and a mind game. He's got that warped mindset. So I know he was just trying to put me down a peg, for any sort of rematch. But I mean, it goes beyond. It's beyond the title at this point. I want to take his livelihood because that's what he did. I mean, I've been staying quiet, and that picture was the only thing that I could bear to share, because I don't know if you or any of the Dynamo Pro fans, you know, have kids or nieces and nephews or just little kids. The feeling that you have, it's indescribable, man. Like, I could not hold my son when he was born. Just remembering that feeling, it's unreal. Take my title, I don't care. But just like you said, this is personal now. I could not hold my son when he was born. I have to sit there while my wife is being tended to, and looking at him in this little, I don't know, the little holder thing, the little basket, the basket, yeah, the bassinet, and just, I couldn't do anything. And to see have the nurse like do everything, and I'm sitting there in a sling in pain, and I know she's in pain, and not being able to hold my son, that it was the best day and the worst day of my life all at once. I live that every single day. That's why I've stayed kind of off of social media a little bit.
Well, he is the champion again. He did win back the title in his normal Makaze ways. So when you come back, will you be targeting him right away, or will you?
Makaze doesn't know what's coming. He has no idea. I've had literally 2 months to stew over this, and even though my arm's in pain and working its way back, if he thinks what he did was clever, he has no idea what's coming for him. I'm not gonna hide, behind a wall in the shadows, when I come back. He's gonna know exactly where I am, and I'm gonna go full-fledged at him with everything I've got. If he thought that match with the strap match for the championship was brutal, he's got no idea what's coming. I will literally throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at him. Because this is not about me anymore. This is not about the championship. This is not even about the Dynamo Pro fans. This is about my son. And if I couldn't hold my son when he was born, I will beat the living crap out of the man who prevented that, so that when he grows older and sees me competing in the ring, I can tell him, I did this for you. That's the best thing I can do for my son at this point.
Do you have anything to say to the Agents of Chaos, or are they just...
Oh, they're not flies on the wall on this at all. No, not at all. The Agents of Chaos, I'll have plenty of time to deal with. Maybe I'll go after them too. At this point, I know my shoulder's not quite there yet, but I feel like I can take on the world. I've had time to rest and recuperate and think and plan. Our paths will cross. It's just not the same as Makaze.
Final question.
Yeah.
What does the future hold, and when can we expect to see you back at a Dynamo Pro ring?
I want to be back as soon as possible. I need to get the clearance first. What I can say is I'll be back, and when I do, I'm going to be raising all sorts of hell. Makaze's not getting away with this. The fact that somebody would stoop to the depths that he did.
You still seem surprised at how deep he slipped.
Absolutely, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah.
I know he's not my biological father, but in the sense of like taking me under his wing and mentoring me and being that person to help me in my career, like, could you imagine anybody in your family doing that to you? Like, attacking you from behind, injuring you, preventing a major life event from occurring the way that it should. I mean, can you imagine that in your personal life?
No.
No.
One more thing. Say something to the Dynamo Pro fans. How much they mean to you, what to expect.
You're gonna, just like, my shoulder's healing and getting better. I mean, y'all are gonna get a brand new Adrian Surge. Somebody who's, if you thought I had fire and was having fun before, I cannot wait to get back in that ring. I'm chomping at the bit. I'm asking, what therapy and what things I can do to speed it along. You will see me with the Dynamo Pro Heavyweight Championship around my waist again. I guarantee it. And I'm going to take it off of Makaze.
Are you going to end his career?
If it comes to that, yes.
Well, Adrian, I want to thank you once again for allowing me into your beautiful house. And I want to thank you and to all the Dynamo Pro fans. We'll see you soon. Adrian, good luck in your recovery.
Thank you, man.
Thanks.
Thank you.